Hello and welcome to the Druidic Stormcloud channel. Sorry about that. My mic was muted for some reason. For whatever reason, OBS decided it did not want to capture visual from Phantasy Star Online to New Genesis. Which leads me to playing it on my Xbox. So I do not have chat ready available on the stream. I am sorry. I'm going to be looking into Streamlabs for console over the weekend and debating whether or not I should get it right away.
Everyone, thank you all for coming. This is the moment every one of us has been preparing for. To defeat the cruel enemy who mercilessly wiped out so many of our friends that day in Aelio Town. To defeat Dark Falls. It must have fled to space-time to recover after we landed a good shot on it from Central Cannon. But it can't fully recover without its dock in Stia. It has to rematerialize at some point. That's when we strike.
What
Now
if
that
it goes
it's completed,
back to the past?
the cannon is a lot more robust. We should be able to fire it several times. But it still takes some time to warm up initially. Unfortunately, we weren't able to do anything about that. Once Dark Falls appears, I need you to keep it busy and buy us some time. You've faced so many obstacles and made it through all of them. Dark Falls is an unimaginably powerful foe. There is no possible way to fully prepare for that kind of strength. But even in the face of such overwhelming odds, I have the utmost faith that we will prevail. Aelio, Retem, Kvaris, and Stia, defenders from all 4 regions, are united toward a single goal. As far as we know, this is entirely unprecedented in Halpha's history. The entire planet is united as one for the first time. In order to preserve that unity going forward, this is a battle that we can't afford to lose. I'm asking all of you for your support. I need everyone to stay ready to deploy at a moment's notice. Victory will be ours.
And there we have it. Preparing for a final
I guess
confrontation.
this is it.
Yeah. For the sake of...
Yes?
For the sake of Halpha, we will. We... must win.
Yep.
Level 66, we are heading for that location there. Battle of Halpha Lake. I might actually have that place unlocked. Yep, right there. But yeah, if you're wondering why I'm not showing chat or alerts right now, it is because of that. Feel free to talk though, I'm looking over constantly. I'm trying to do what I can.
Ready to go? Let's do it then.
But yeah, the OBS, why is it acting up?
We've detected Dark Falls in the immediate vicinity of Halphia Lake. We'll commence our assault once it materializes. Give this everything you've got.
Central cannon launch sequence complete!
It's ready, Crawford! Roger. Prepare to fire!
Here we go.
Dark Falls severely damaged! Dark Falls has recovered!
Oh, we gotta go over there. No! I mean, it's a final boss. I held on to those three things for a while. Ooh, got into red. This is troublesome. Okay. I didn't mean to trigger this, but I am working with it.
Come back alive! What is this? Another powerful energy reading! Engage all nearby enemies!
まもなく活動限界です。
Hit it now!
Here we go, here we go, here we go! Almost there! Is it gonna have multiple phases?
Now I'll just... And then... There! finished! Ready when you are!
Make this count! Central cannon, fire! Damn it! You're not leaving!
I don't know, maybe this counts as a window game for OBS.
This is all you!
I'll run some tests.
Claim vengeance for all who have fallen.
You got this!
I know you can do it!
Please. For peace on Haltha.
So we're doing a spirit bomb? So we did a spirit bomb.
I can't believe it.
It's all over, right?
Dad, everyone, we did it. We did it.
Thank you.
Crawford.
Thank you so much.
You relied on the right amnesiac stranger, I suppose.
Manon? Are you okay? Are you injured or something?
No, I'm fine.
You know, you can tell me anything. We're a team, you know?
Right, I know. But really, I'm fine.
So, Dark Falls is defeated. How is the plan progressing?
Operation 3, 98% complete. Photon sensitivity, 99% of target value.
the 500th anniversary. And now the day of judgment draws nigh.
31,415,926 seconds remaining. Error range, plus or minus 0.05 seconds.
I know that. Hurry up with the plan.
Orders accepted. Proceeding to next phase.
Nothing ominous about that, right? That time switch was obviously story related.
I'm sorry.
Hey, listen! You won't believe this!
Oh, yeah. Sorry. So, Manon's gone missing.
That's not good.
She's been acting weird lately, right? Like she had something on her mind. She just kept saying, I'm fine, over and over, but I thought she might still be dealing with what happened at Aleo Town. And so I figured she would feel better once we defeated Dark Falls. But nothing seemed to change. She was exactly the same. I, went to her room today to try to finally get it out of her. Her door was unlocked and she was gone. And the room was completely clean, as if no one was staying there. She left a note. I'm sorry. Thanks for everything. What could this mean? I've called her, but she won't pick up. It feels like she's saying we'll never see her again. This isn't good. Yeah. I guess you're right. I'll search for her. I'll search all around Aleo. And if I have to, Ritem, Kvaris.
Let's find out if anyone has seen her.
You mean like someone in town? Oh, Crawford! Of course! Okay, let's go check the command room.
I'm wondering if I'm missing out on character stories as well. Oops, if that's the case.
Then let's decrypt this dataset first, please.
Yes, sir. I'll prioritize it.
Hey, you two. What's up?
Crawford! Manon's...
There's something I'd like to show the two of you. This huge structure that floats over Halpha. We call it the Floating Island.
What does this have to do with Manon?
Lucille. That's apparently what it's really called. Manon just sent this data over a few moments ago.
Are you sure it was really her?
Of course, we can't be completely certain, but it did come from her address.
Wait a minute. So, what's the connection between her and Lucille?
Well, to be completely honest, Manon seems to know everything about Halpha.
Huh?
We've only just started analyzing the data. But there's already so much in here that we knew absolutely nothing about. It's far more than what we found in Lysis's reports. I have no idea how Manon has access to this information, or why she sent it to us.
What? I don't even...
Is Manon on Lucille?
That seems likely, based on what we know. But we have no way of knowing, since we have no way of getting there. And it would take us a long time to come up with something. Even I'm shocked by this sudden turn of events.
I could tell she had something on her mind for a while now. But I never could have guessed this.
Yeah, I should have been paying more attention. Well, we'll analyze the data. If she went to Lucille without using some kind of teleporter...
Emergency announcement! Dolls! Numerous readings!
Are you serious? Where?
The Retem region, close to Retem City.
Crawford, can you hear me? There's a large Dolls force near Retem City.
Yes, I'm picking it up. Hello? Do you need support?
Unfortunately, yes. There are even more of them than when Renus Retem launched its assault.
Got it. Sending reinforcements now.
My thanks.
That's not good.
Another thing.
Yeah?
There seems to be a Meteorn pod in the midst of them. We will prioritize recovery while maintaining tactical flexibility.
Got it. I'll send reinforcements appropriate for the task.
Thank you.
A Meteorn pod? Maybe it has something to do with Manon. Okay.
Stop! You two stay right here.
Are you kidding me? So what if we're wrong? We need to be doing something.
Okay. But should you be careful out there?
You know it.
Before we go to Retem, Kavaris, we're going to see if there's any chance of regaining those lost chat points. More or less. are. Alright, since there are, we're just going to skip ahead and continue the story.
You ready? Then let's head out.
Start the quest. Didn't check the level. Shouldn't be too high compared to mine. I'm only
Over there.
levels behind the maximum,
Stop, you
I
two.
think.
Dozer?
I'm going with you.
Thanks. We could use the help.
And we get Dozer in the team.
Out of the way.
Keep coming! Look out for them!
No big deal.
And now we gotta go over there. Still easier than the freaking Dark Falls fight.
Nadara! Aina!
A welcome development. We got this. Why are there so many?
I do not know. They simply appeared.
I cannot remember ever seeing this one.
Let's take these out!
Yes, indeed.
Charge!
again.
Piece of cake.
Trial start.
Alright, I'll do that. Oh, there.
Success.
Ah, killed it before I could go into Mars.
Finally. We need to get to the pod. How do you open these things again? You in there, you okay? Oh, that's right. Got it open. Are you okay? Can you move? Oh no, she's hurt.
Manon.
Manon? How do you know Manon? Hey!
Calm yourself, Aina.
I'm sorry.
And here we go. Another mystery added to the pile.
Manon has disappeared.
Gone. What could this mean?
Crawford thinks maybe she went up there. The floating island. The seal.
What?
We have to find some way to make it up there. So we can find her.
I'm afraid I do not follow. I will inquire of Crawford for more details. We need to take that girl to safety. Central City's medical facilities are superior to ours. She will be well taken care of. Dozer, if you would.
Understood.
I have no insight into Manon's internal struggle. I would still be trapped in the pit I was in if you three had not pulled me out and put me back on my feet. And, of course, none of that would have happened if not for Manon. I am deeply in her debt. My spirit is always with the three of you. If your back is ever up against the wall, Retem Arcs will always be there for you. That's a promise.
Thank you, Nadra.
Okay. We're taking her back to Central now.
Okay.
We're still in disarray here due to the sudden attack. But we will recover as soon as possible and check in with you. If you need any support, my troops are waiting.
Thank you. You're such a help.
So we set off. Back to Central, I suppose. with a lead we can't follow up on at the moment. In level 68. I'm gonna grab another healing thing just to fill up. And then world map. Back to Central.
She's receiving treatment at the medical bay. Crawford's trying to find out more about Manon. Not knowing anything is driving me crazy. I wonder if that's where she first came from. So Manon was our enemy?
Manon is just Manon.
Yeah, you're right. If Manon really is on that floating island, then I just have to believe that she must have gone there for the benefit of everyone on Helfa. We have to believe in her. If we don't, who will? Right?
Can you hear me?
What's up, Ran?
You're both there, right? That girl has regained consciousness.
Oh, I'm so glad.
But there's a little bit of a problem. Could you two come here?
Of course. On our way. Let's hurry.
And on to the next story element.
Is something wrong?
You people created the dolls. Did I hear that right? So what you're saying is that you murdered thousands of our friends and family members, correct? And you've been conducting this little experiment since long before any of us here were born. I'm talking to you.
Glenn, calm down. Let's listen to what she has to say. I'm sorry. Please, continue, Faria.
We created dolls, and then we introduced them to Helfa.
For what reason?
To prepare for the Day of Judgment. To create a stronger Arx.
That is concerning.
Not again. No effect. How could they have advanced this fast? Now my turn. Safeto! I know you're watching! Safeto!
How very bold of you to come alone. And what happened to 909?
909? Oh. ID number RA9G3T909. What about 909?
909 was the closest we've ever come to creating an Arx Defender Prime. Even
What? So you're saying that everything I did with them was all part of the plan? It doesn't matter. I can't continue to ruin people's lives like this. I'm putting an end to this experiment.
And how will you do that?
I guess I'll just have to defeat you.
Would you attack your own father?
My father? Is that what you think you are? You merely created us. Nothing more and nothing less.
In that case, you've made yourself clear. Well then, we'll just wait here for those friends of yours to arrive. Just you and me.
My friends? What are you? No!
I wonder how long my mic had been muted before that. Was it muted while I was playing Kingdom Hearts? That would be embarrassing, honestly.
So, you came here to deal with Manon. Is that right?
Yes.
Resurgent Arcs. That's the name of your organization?
Yes.
And you created both dolls and Meteorn. And had them fight. I can hardly even believe this. But it matches Manon's data. Unless this is all just some kind of elaborate hoax or something.
Huh.
And you were doing all of that from Lucille?
Yes.
This isn't complicated. This all comes to an end if we destroy Lucille.
Is that your answer for everything? Manon's data indicates that Lucille regulates the various environments on Halpha. Who knows what would happen if we just destroy it?
What's your plan?
Lucille. Resurgent Arcs. I still have no idea what to make of any of this. But what I do know for sure is that Manon is there right now, fighting against something. Which means I need to go help her.
That's the reason I came.
Do you know how to get onto Lucille?
Yes. Lost Central. There's a teleporter in the place that you know as Lost Central.
Knew that place was going to be important. You don't just put a fallen capital in a game and brush over it. For the time being, this is the most powerful weapon I can possibly get, I think. Oh, I got some better armor. Going in a cave. A frozen land. Oh, there are 2 red chests here. I am getting those. Or maybe I'm not yet.
What's up?
Ilma?
I heard the whole story. It sounds like things are getting pretty crazy. So you're the girl from that floating island? Lucille.
I'm Feria.
A pleasure. My name is Ilma. All right. Well, why don't you help us figure out how to get there?
I can do that. Not working.
Is there a problem?
Yes. The teleporter initialization failed. It looks like it's locked.
I guess it's my turn to try. Who would have ever guessed that Lucille was controlling the entire planet? And they were even sending dolls and Meteorn down here to duke it out. It almost sounds too crazy to even believe.
Is it okay if I say something?
Yes.
You, kind of remind me of Manon when I first met her.
Okay.
Yes, exactly like that. Could you tell me a little more about yourself and Manon?
I can tell you what I know.
That's more than enough. So, what is your relationship to her?
I am her backup. I monitor her activities and provide support in the event of any problems.
Do you mean to say that you've been watching her from Lucille the whole time?
Yes.
And then a problem occurred. And you couldn't fix it from Lucille. So you came down here to get our help.
Correct.
I see. Okay. Next question. What was Manon doing on Halpha?
Gathering data for Operation 3. Her job was to document the war between Arx and Dark Falls in person.
Document the war?
Did she know all of this?
No. Information is strictly on a need-to-know basis.
So she didn't know what she was doing.
So she was only monitoring the plan's progress, not implementing it, huh?
Yes.
Huh?
So basically, her job was just to watch all of us, as one of many other Meteorn, while keeping a certain distance. But as far as I could tell, she sure seemed enthusiastic about participating in the things we were doing. Maybe she had a change of heart at some point.
Manon.
Anyone else on Lucille?
Zephedo is there.
Zephedo?
He is in charge of the Halpha experiment. He's the general of Resurgent Arx.
So this Zephedo dude is the one who started this experiment?
According to the records.
Okay.
Zephedo is the one who created us. Something like a father, or perhaps a mother.
Father? Mother?
That doesn't exactly sound like your typical family. So, if this Zephedo guy is in charge of everything on Lucille, if we can somehow stop him through either diplomacy or force, this whole dolls problem ends.
How long has this experiment been going on?
300 years, according to the records.
300 years? So that would mean that an untold number of Arc's defenders have been sacrificed to this experiment?
But what was it that caused Manon to decide to confront Zephedo?
I do not know.
Sorry.
There is one thing. A powerful anger reading showed up in her monitoring data recently.
She was angry at Zephedo?
Yes.
So, then she really is trying to put an end to all of this by herself.
That's crazy.
Initialization successful.
Right, we're not going through it right away, right? Right? It's not gonna cutscene us through? It's gonna let us get those 2 red boxes?
Is that the teleporter? But isn't it a short-range unit?
It only appears that way. It's 100 times more powerful. It's ultra long-range capable, even without stabilizing the photon field.
Wow. Well, let's round everyone up and take this party to Lucille.
Can you hear me?
Hey, Crawford. Perfect timing. We're ready to go to Lucille.
We're putting a momentary pause on that for now.
Is something wrong?
The dolls have launched an all-out attack on Halpha. We're picking them up in every region.
What? But I didn't get any alerts. They must have evaded my early warning system. Yup. There they are.
I already notified Typhus and the others. I'll deploy as many troops as I can spare.
It is what it is. I'm gonna go help my family out. Are you guys going back to Aelio?
Nope.
You're not?
We're going to Lucille. Everyone else should defend their own region. Okay, Crawford?
Fine. I trust you too.
Thank you.
I agree we can't abandon Manon. I'll send some support over to you as soon as possible. But come back right away if you get into any trouble.
Okay.
I will also go.
All right.
Take care of her.
She still hasn't fully recovered.
I give this to you then.
What's this?
A map of Lucille. Before I came here, Manon was on her way to the Lucille Dolls production facility. I do not know her current whereabouts. Communication between Halpha and Lucille is impossible.
Got it. Thank you.
Please, help Manon.
You know we will.
We'll catch up with you once we get things sorted out here. Good luck until then.
Money and money. Disappointing that it was just money, but at the same time, it's a lot of money. So, start the quest.
The floating island. Lucille. Let's try contacting Crawford.
Communication is impossible
No go.
between them.
Comms really don't work here. Well, let's go.
There is one thing I want to check. Okay. Oh, what's that?
What is this place?
This is what they meant by an arc.
Trial start.
Let's keep going.
Here it is. Space in the sky.
Trial start.
The origin of dolls units.
More enemies? Let's go.
But these don't seem to be dolls units. There's some. Well, they are. That rage. Dolls units for every region. Signposts displaying a genetic sequence of some kind.
Success.
What does it all mean?
We beat them. On to the next.
What does it all mean? I'm getting theories. What is up here? I'm getting curious. Indeed, it is, isn't it? Separate biome within this area. From Aelios, possibly, to Ritem. The desert region.
Trial start.
Oh, there you are. And there we go. Enemies that decide to move to a different area are frustrating at times. Those don't look good. I agree.
Trial start.
go. I did break that, okay. No, I didn't. This is there. Ah. Exploding spider bots. Why is it always exploding spider bots?
Trial start.
Error, the annoying ones are gone.
Success!
Finally. Let's hurry.
What awaits us over here? Are we gonna fight another Renus for Tem?
Is this the end?
No Renus for Tem. A jungle escape into a cityscape into a desertscape into a teleport.
Are these dolls? These were in the Alpha Underground too. But there weren't this many. This must be the dolls' production facility. Manon, are you here? You're Zephedo.
So you're Aina. To see both third-generation 909 and the second-generation model make it this far.
Where is Manon?
Second gen mother?
Manon!
We'll be waiting for you. Right here.
Don't you dare hurt her, Zephedo! Oh no.
Greetings.
Where are they?
I'm going to hold off on this choice selection, but I want to say a couple of things real quick. One, I'm on console because for some reason OBS wouldn't capture Phantasy Star, so I'm wondering if it's counting it as a windowed display. It does kind of minimize when you go out of it. I'll try that later I'll test a few things, and I will even use Tiny Tina's Wonderlands to make sure that it is still functioning properly. This will all be done later on today, and I will try and figure out what is going on with OBS. Let's just keep moving forward then.
You're right.
At the start of this, I realized that my mic was muted, and I was wondering if I was muted towards the end of Kingdom Hearts. You can hear me, right? This place mirrors the regions that it affected, that it changed. Oh, they're up there. So we're supposed to sneak past those enemies, it seems.
Trial start.
There we go. Well, cats tend to do that, don't they? could have just avoided that. Huh. Or maybe not. Nope, we couldn't have. Okay. The Phantasy Star general or games in general are a sort of mix between magic and sci-fi. This one in particular is an MMO. And the character starts off with amnesia after having fallen from the sky in a landing pod of sorts. And the world that you land on is currently having problems with these creatures called Dolls units. Phantasy Star games generally tend to really flush out the characters as well, as far as the ones that I've played.
Trial start.
Not letting you get right in. Winged enemies can probably fly. Generally, the final enemy in Phantasy Star games is some person or some eldritch entity that wants to annihilate all life, or some person trying to wield the power of such an entity for their own purpose. Thank you.
This place
I try not to
feels different. What is this place?
I try not to overcomplicate things when I'm talking. An ARC's research lab?
What? What goes on here?
It's not important right now, I think.
Let's hurry and find Manon. Oh, there's another room over there. Let's check it out.
And based on what I have played of Phantasy Star games,
People.
we are nearing the final.
You're right. What is this place?
Manon?
Do you know who Manon is?
I do not know. No such person here.
Okay, where is Zephedo?
Zephedo. General Zephedo is in the control tower ahead.
Control tower? Can I ask another question?
It looks like there's a fair bit of delay going on between stream and this.
It doesn't look like we'll get much more information here. Zephedo is up ahead from here.
But I am putting aside money for a laptop powerful enough to control card stream into, or capture card stream into Twitch from my consoles themselves, which will include the Switch, or, depending on its release date and the time when I actually get the laptop, the Switch 2. I'll have a separate user profile just for streaming, of course.
Aina.
Stay still.
What are you doing here?
Feria helped us.
I knew it. Well, what I mean is, why are you here for me? I was lying to you the whole time. So why?
Because it's you.
What?
I care about you. And I will never, ever abandon you, no matter what. We always said the three of us would stick together. Why did you run off by yourself? That's what really hurts. Even more than the fact that you were hiding something from us.
Aina.
I couldn't have said it better myself, sounds like.
You do?
Yeah.
I've been working on ARC's research and development here the whole time. But I had no idea the Alpha experiment would be so awful. The old me never cared about anything but myself. As long as I could do what made me happy, I didn't care. So that's why, when I was told the experiment would be safe, I just believed it. I didn't bother to think it through. I went to Alio Town, just like I was told. And then I met you two. When Dark Falls was introduced into the experiment that day, and everyone... I wanted to tell you everything then, but I couldn't. And even if I could have, it wouldn't have changed anything. And I also... I didn't want you to hate me. I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
Manon. It's okay. I should have been paying more attention. I'm sorry.
Very well done.
Zephetto!
So this is the pet.
Wait, you two. Let's let him talk.
What are you talking about? He's the one responsible for all this. For pitting Arcs and Dolls against each other. For destroying Alio Town.
I know. But I need to know. Why would someone do all of this?
In that case, I shall tell you. But first, I want you to show me how strong you've become. Show me what it took to defeat the most advanced Darkfalls.
Of course he challenges us.
What is that thing?
A doll's
So you
mecha?
completed it.
Stop! Why are you doing this? Shannon!
I'm fine.
Do we have to do this?
It looks like it.
That's right. Excellent.
Alright, let's get on with this. Another major boss fight.
If you really want to know, defeat me.
Trial start.
Knock your legs out. That's what I'm hoping for. At the very least, I've knocked you down to Zerg.
Researchers
Let's stay back and get rid of these first. Got both of them down. Oh, that was easier than I thought it would be. So this can't be the end.
photon sensitivity.
100%. Occasional bursts in excess of that value. Analyzing the data now.
Interesting. Transcribe the results to the experimental units as soon as possible.
We'll transcribe to the fourth clone DNA.
A most satisfactory outcome. This experiment is at an end.
What are you talking about?
The day of judgment approaches. We shouldered the responsibility of completing the experiment before it was too late.
The Day of Judgment. Various said something about that too.
A day of enormous tribulation. For all of humanity. We had to restore Arx to its former glory and might in preparation for that day. The glory and might of 1,000 years past.
1,000 years?
Its true might that we lost through apathy and disuse. Were it not lost, that tragedy would not have befallen us. It all began on that day, 500 years ago. The Starless appeared without warning from deep space and destroyed a fleet of research ships.
Starless?
Starless traversed the galaxies, annihilating everything. Their name is derived from malevolence. They went on to other outlying systems, laying waste to 50 star systems and claiming more than 700 billion souls. Atrophied by a long period of peace, we were utterly powerless in the face of such a threat. Millions of our soldiers died in vain. The human races seemed destined for total extinction. But that was not to be our fate. One day, the Starless simply vanished without a trace. It was as if they had never existed. Time
Interesting.
passed, and soon everyone forgot that we had ever been visited by such horror. But we did not forget. Foreseeing that the day of judgment would come once again, resurgent Arx began to prepare. It is truly most satisfactory that we have restored Arx to its former might, and just in time.
So, that's why we were...
Precisely. We could never withstand the dreaded day without the mercy of you.
I can kinda understand his point. I don't agree with it, but I can kinda understand it. It's kinda like Lilith's point in Diablo 4. You've been using us as pawns in your game?
It had to be done in order for mankind to survive. But there was no other choice. Every other experiment had ended in failure. Our milder training methods elicited little to no improvement in Arc's Defender photon sensitivity. That is why we were forced to introduce Dark Falls and Dolls into the experiments. The first experiment ended in the death of every single Ark's defender. The outcome of the second was more favorable, but there was little improvement to photon sensitivity. Now, at long last, the third experiment has ended in the result we have hoped for. For 300 very long years.
How sad.
What?
You mean to say that this is all you've been doing for so many years? You've been nothing more than a pawn in your own game, too.
Yeah, she has a point. Characters like that are interesting.
Warning.
What's going on?
Object detected. Zone 246R.
A center.
Analyzing. Data match. Approximately 1,000 objects closely resembling starless spearhead units.
Impossible. So, the day has come early.
Where are you going?
My wish has been fulfilled. The rest is up to you.
Hey, what?
The future is yours.
I can respect this guy. I don't agree with what his methods, but I understand them. The biggest reason I can disagree with his methods is I wasn't put in a situation like he was.
There are still so many things we need to ask him. We can't stay. It's too dangerous. But...
we need to tell everyone about this. We're the only people that know this is going on, and we're the only people that can tell them.
Okay, let's go home.
Here we go. Eldritch malevolent entities. What did I tell you? Before even that,
Emergency announcement. We have a confirmed high energy reading in Lucille and are currently assessing the situation. All ARC's defenders, please prepare for deployment.
we have finally arrived at a point where we can get the Chapter 3 chats done with our main party members. Let's talk to Aina just south of here first. I say just south, but... I need to go this way. So let's talk to them. Let's get story. There's something right there. Interesting. Oh, there's a tower over there. Or not a tower, a... Riker device. A teleporter.
Hey! Come over here for a minute. Take a look. The view is beautiful. Every part of Kavaris is so pretty. But when I think about how this view is the result of a fight with Dark Falls, I'm not sure how I should feel. Whew. We're at high altitude. It sure is cold up here. I don't think I could have made it up here without these clothes. Manon was talking about how she can deal with this cold by stimulating her internal photons or something. I'm not so sure about that. It's pretty cold. My dad passed these on to me, I guess. Crawford told me that they were being stored at Central City for me. I guess my dad made a bunch of arrangements there, in case anything ever happened to him.
He was a smart guy.
He generally was the type to just go with the flow, but I guess he did plan ahead sometimes. I feel like I'm just now starting to understand some things about him. I guess the fact that he set these clothes aside for me means that he predicted I would come here at some point. He never did teach me much about fighting, but now this makes me wonder if he was planning to get around to it someday.
I think he just didn't want her to emulate his own fighting style.
By the way, I notice you always wear whatever you like. Don't you ever get cold?
Let's say nope.
Wow, is that a Meteorn thing too? It's so strange. Well, I think I'll look around this area a little bit more before I move. See you later!
There we have it. Bit more information regarding the fallen individual. Alright, so we go that way to get to them. Exactly, I'm facing. And yeah, you can glide in this game right from the start. It's actually part of the tutorial. It's not actually flight. You do descend over time. But using certain environmental effects can cause you to go back up. Here's one such. Right, they're north of here. For now, let's drop down here and get this red box. And then go north.
Fancy seeing you here. Lysis dedicated his entire life to the revival of Kavaris. He spent every waking moment trudging through snow and ice to find out what happened. The rapid and violent change that took place in the environment during that war with Dark Falls. He left vast amounts of data in the Lodge study and the Lost Central terminals. At the Lost Central especially, in addition to files about the current state of the city, there were also plans for how to get it up and running again. To restore it to its former glory as the original Central City, and not just Lost Central. My guess is that Ilma and the others will carry the torch for Lysis now. But there's no telling how long it might take them. And one other thing. There was data regarding Central Cannon in Lysis's report too. Kavaris Arcs also used the cannon to repel the Dark Falls invasion. The records indicate that nearly 100% of the output capacity and stability have been preserved. That incomplete file about the Central Cannon that was in the study, Ilma finding that is how this all got started. When he shared the report with Crawford to get his thoughts on it, he also started trying to see if he could research it himself. And in the process, he realized that there was still more data to be found in Lost Central. You know the rest of the story. Now that we have all of the data, we should be able to make progress towards restoring Central Cannon. Lysis really did put his heart and soul into building a better future for everyone. Yeah, we will. Everyone is giving it their all. Not just for themselves, but for everyone. I've met so many amazing people while traveling with you two. They all have that in common, even if their circumstances might be different. How else can I help the people of Helfa? That's what I'm working on figuring out.
Oh, hey! I didn't know you were here. Oh, I'm just about to head over to the lodge. I promised I'd visit Mary.
You two sure became fast friends.
Oh, we sure did. I've been stopping by to hang out ever since we rescued Ilma. For some reason, I felt like I knew Mary from the first moment we met her. I hardly knew any girls around my age until Manon showed up. Obviously, Mary and I were raised in totally different environments. And I figured out why when I saw her break up that argument between her brothers. People usually got along pretty well in Aleo Town for the most part, but when they would fight, they would get so tangled up in pride and status and saving face that they would never back down. So I would always try to go in and make peace. I guess Mary plays kind of a similar role with her brothers as the one I did. Or like how I was always there to make food for everyone when they would come home tired from fighting. It's nice when people enjoy your cooking, but it's hard when food runs out all the time. And how everyone was always asking me to cook this or that. When I talk to Mary about that kind of thing, she can totally relate. So we've been talking a lot lately because we have so much in common. Would you like to join us?
Wouldn't want to bother them.
You wouldn't be a bother. But I didn't tell Mary I'd be bringing you along, so maybe it's not such a good idea. Yeah, well, maybe next time. Oh, look at the time. I need to get going. See you later.
Now then, are they anywhere? That one there.
Attention, Ark's defenders. We are beginning a counter-offensive against the powerful enemy of the field. We request
I was being
participation of all Ark's
attacked.
defenders.
Oops. I need to go north from here. This way? Okay, this is the wrong area, isn't it? Because I got... Because I'm in the thing. Okay, so I need to be above the thing. was actually inside there. There's another talk with Manon over there. You probably need to use those yellow things to explode the ice and then grab them. Also probably a much less stuck way to get there. Okay. To my right.
I had a feeling you might come.
Remember, this is all before she went into outer space or floating island, whichever it was.
You always creep up on me at times like this. Let me guess. You're interested in that place too?
You mean those ruins?
Yeah. Lysis also mentioned this place in his report. The people of Kavaris gave Belagana Ruins its name. They refurbished the large ruins that were already here and turned them into a habitable place. Its population was on the order of Los Centrals. It was considered second only to the first central city. And then, 100 years ago, it turned back into ruins again. Kavaris' technical proficiency at the time was far superior to Aelio or Retem's. And they used to make vehicles that would be considered advanced, even by today's standards. They poured out all that ingenuity into their fight against the dolls. The weapons and manufacturing techniques they came up with made them quite formidable. But even with that, they couldn't withstand the Dolls' onslaught. They ended up almost completely wiped out. The reason was that their Ark's defenders were subpar. They relied too much on their superior weaponry and didn't develop their fighting abilities.
And here are hints about what was to come.
The foundation of every Ark's defender is photons. No matter how powerful the weapon, without ammo or energy, it's worthless. In the end, all you can really rely on is your own photons, and your ability to wield them. The Kvaris Ark's defenders weren't able to do that, and so they lost. Or, at least that was the gist of the information found in Lysis's data. I only got to see some of the documents, but from what I saw, he mentioned the war often. Not only was he passionate about his research, but he was an excellent Ark's defender. At a basic level, all Ark's defenders need to excel in both martial and scientific pursuits. On that point, it's pretty similar to how Retem's Ark's defenders think. Neither Aelio nor Retem have anything like the technology that Kvaris had at the time. But even if they did, they wouldn't have the capacity to produce it in mass. So they have to make do with the weaponry that they have. Which means that each Ark's defender has to actually know how to fight. There simply isn't any other choice.
Now, before I go into Chapter 4 stuff and whatnot, I'm just going to go visit the grave.
Darkfall's activity confirmed. Please deploy to Central Alpha and repel it. We're counting on you.
Dad, we did it. We finally beat Dark Falls. But now we have another problem. I think it will be a while before this place is peaceful again. I'm sorry. Wait just a little longer. I'll make it all stop. I promise. Crawford is waiting for us. Let's go.
And we finally are about to unveil the truth to them.
Rest, O weary souls, no more tales to tell. Bid the world a farewell as it sinks into twilight. Right upon the wind, eternity waits for you gently to close your eyes as you dream of the morning light. Oh, tortured souls, your grief unending, let its flame light the path ahead.
Oh, that was the end of
Nothing left, nothing to
I was not expecting this already. Let's enjoy these credits. I feel like by now they will have actually added in the confrontation with these Starless. It feels like they left that cliffhanger on purpose to pave the way for further installments into it. That's what they do with the MMOs after all. Usually it's not as seamless as this though. Usually it's just like a letter or a message saying to talk to a certain NPC. They tell you that they're sending you on an expedition to a land far off or somewhere just discovered, or that a portal is opened up. Things like that. But this makes the transition feel more organic. And I appreciate that. I appreciate when the transition between initial storyline and extra content is as smooth and organic as this one seems to be. As long as they followed up through with it, then there's no problem. And in fact, I am looking forward to seeing if they did. Once these credits end. Yes, but things are not so peaceful, are they? Not with that threat looming just beyond the reach of the sky. So, this is it should be the end of the credits. but it's not. Well, let's keep going with the credits and turn this into a bit of a chatting. Let's edit this and alright. If they didn't add anything, then I guess this will be the last I play of this game for a while. What game should I replace with this for the time slot? Should I just go back into Mass Effect here? Should I keep Mass Effect as a sporadic add-in? Should I throw in a different sci-fi game? Pretty sure I have a few of them on my computer. And as long as I can figure out why OBS is being a pain, then it will be fine to stream on that. Or should I put in something that's not sci-fi? Something I want to stream. It's a bit violent, it's a bit suggestive, and it's a bit violent. It is, in fact, Devil May Cry series. It says to be continued. If they already continue it, though. An artificial world. Okay, so I think the Starless are mysterious enemies that suddenly appeared in Halpha. When you engage them or inflict a certain amount of damage, parts of them will turn purple. Parts of their bodies grant bonus effects. You can deal extra damage by attacking the yellow core, the weak point. And it looks like I do have access to continue the story. Oh, I got a login bonus.
This is one of my favorites, so I wanted you to have it. Can you hear me? The regional leaders are getting ready to discuss the future direction of ARCS. Can you come to the Central Tower Command Room?
Ah, story chapter 6. Interesting. Okay, so I won't be able to talk to Crawford, it seems. View his episode, but It seems like we might be able to view them again from just the counter. That's not it. So it must be the quest counter. Hi. Oh, I had a quest for this.
Later.
Alright, so we can, in fact, just go in here and view them.
Drop by any time.
Anytime we want to.
It's you. I haven't seen you and Ritem since the battle with Renus.
And it even gives us the...
No, nothing to worry about. We could have talked over.
Alright. This is good to know. So I can go back to it at any time and do the stuff without having to climb on top of the mountain of impossible paths. Sorry about that.
So, Alpha was an experiment.
And we were the test subjects.
A manufactured world.
But what were they trying to do?
Prepare for the Starless. We know what the enemy is, we just don't know what the Starless are.
And what the hell are these Starless anyway?
They're said to have driven humans to the brink of extinction 500 years ago. To have killed 700 billion people.
700 billion people? We're supposed to believe that?
Believe it or not, you don't run hundreds of years of experiments for the fun of it.
Very true. And that's reason enough to have a serious talk about this.
The first step would be to assess what kind of threat these Starless pose to us.
You have encountered these Starless, have you not?
Not directly. Only on a monitor.
Yep. All of a sudden, there were like a zillion of them, and Zephedo took off running, but I have no idea what happened after that.
If Zephedo created the dolls as some kind of ARC's training system, then that would mean the Starless are an even greater threat than Dark Falls.
Yeah.
Right. But even if they are, we have no idea when they might show up again. It could be tomorrow, or hundreds of years from now.
There are too I suggest we focus on a threat we can do something about.
You mean the dolls?
They're still active in every region. Are they still being produced?
So it seems.
Shouldn't there be some way to stop them? In Lucille, at least?
All the Resurgent Arc's operatives in there escaped at the same time you did. According to them, they claim to have seen a doll's production facility in Lucille's core. Why are we waiting? The teleporter that goes to Lucille's core isn't working anymore. Why? I wish I could tell you. It could have something to do with the Starless, or maybe Zepheto did something. Damn it. After all we've done, nothing has changed. We sacrificed so much for nothing.
It wasn't for nothing.
Then you tell me what we've gained.
We've gained tomorrow. And the day after. And the day after that. We have time.
Ina's right. There's a lot we can still accomplish, one day at a time. Ilma, I need you to get that teleporter functioning again.
You got it.
And there have got to be other ways to get to Lucille and to stop the dolls. After all, this is just one big experiment.
True. There are Ryuka devices, Trinitas. Might be a chance for us to finally get some answers.
Hopefully the Resurgent Arc's crew will help us with that.
What of the doll's production facility in Stia? Can we not destroy that?
I plan to look into that again. It's pretty risky, but we can probably do it if we have to.
But what about the whole destroying it will plunge the whole planet into darkness thing?
Still true. It was built to be an integral part of the energy plant. Clever design, I must admit.
Worst case scenario, Alpha loses its power source, and dolls keep getting produced.
Did Zepheto plan it this way?
Absolutely vile.
Regardless, we need to learn all we can. Moving on. For now, let's focus on evaluating each region's battle readiness. And of course, stay on alert for any signs of Starless. If we work together, we can ensure that no stone on Alpha goes unturned. Together, we can do this. That was a long meeting. Sorry it took so long.
Hey, can we talk?
What's up?
Don't you think Manon should have been here for this discussion?
Manon. Well, she...
She's with those Resurgent Arcs operatives we mentioned. They're all being kept in custody, for now.
Wait, Manon's in custody too? Are you going to prosecute her?
She's done nothing wrong. It would just be best if she lay low for a while.
What do you mean?
The Resurgent Arcs members are worthy of sympathy. especially from those who know their situation. Forced to micromanage Halpha like a bunch of robots from the day they were born. Never even being taught the difference between right and wrong. That said, there are still many people who feel a great deal of anger and mistrust toward them.
Okay, yeah.
And frankly, I can't say I blame them.
We're still trying to learn more from Manon and Feria. If they can tell us what happened and what parts they played, hopefully, that will bring people around. Still, I expect that it will take some time to smooth everything over.
How long is some time?
It shouldn't be too long. I'll let you know, as soon as the time comes.
Okay. I'll trust your judgment.
Thank you.
The entire
Does
world
that work
was
for
an
you too?
experiment. Manon is hurting. Take good care of her.
You have my word.
Yeah, I care about the friend.
Yes?
If you don't stop her, Manon will just eat the same thing every day. So, please be sure to give her something healthy to eat.
You bet. I'll let her custodian know. Anything else?
I think that's all.
Great. In that case, I'd like to talk about the next steps for the two of you.
We'll do whatever we can to help. Right?
Thank you. On second thought, we're probably all a little tired of talking for now. And this is a pretty important matter for the two of you. We may want to make sure everything's in order before we begin.
And here we are, level 74 with our class. One of the things about Phantasy Star, in general, is that you can actually change your class at
Thanks for stopping by.
places like this. You can change your main class to any of these. You can also change what subclass you have equipped in this game, which gives you a bit of a bonus depending on weapons, skills, access, things like that. You can see what weapons are equipable for each character under this as well. And you can learn class skills. You get the points by completing the training courses known as cocoons scattered throughout the world. I have not kept up on that. Oh, there's also one more thing that we can do.
Thanks for stopping by.
Your Mars unit.
Come by anytime, okay?
And there we go, I have customized my Mars unit. Which you cannot summon in town. We pretty much covered everything before, so let's just dive right into it.
Shall we begin? I'd like to talk about what I'll need from you two, going forward.
Sure.
We need to bolster ARC's combat readiness. And, of course, that will involve training new recruits. I can't think of anyone better suited to that role than you, Aina.
Me?
That's right.
Me? Train recruits? Are you sure?
I think she'd be perfect for it. She just needs to have a little bit more confidence.
Really? You think so?
I'd be there to help out, obviously. Couldn't hurt to try, right?
Can I think about it?
Of course. And now, I'd like to ask for your help. What is it?
It's a distress signal from the scout team. Oh no, their vital signs are fading.
Where are they?
Rezel Forest.
Got it. Dozer, can you take this one?
Yes, sir.
So am I.
I'm counting on you two.
Alright. Rezel Forest. It's been a while since we've been there, huh? Oh, it wants us to leave first. It's really gonna just... Okay. We have our experience bars for both classes right here. Our amounts of star gems, which you can find and get through events, and red chests, and there's a rare drop from enemies too. We have over 2 million of the game's currency, but we're lacking Genesis points. Now then, let's rush forward forward as we've covered the interface once more. And let's find out what awaits us further in. You can get season points and things like that by defeating enemies. Like that. You can see on the right of my screen that I gained season points from that. And although it wasn't necessary to defeat them, it served as a learning experience for viewers. Let's talk to Aina.
What's waiting for us? Are you ready?
Yes, I am. What's waiting for us is level 75. Yeesh.
Alright, I'm good to go. Still no intel. Proceed with caution.
To get the most out of subclass and main class, the best thing you can do is actually use weapon fusion between your preferred weapon for your main class and subclass, and from there you have access to the stats of
It's
both.
quiet. I don't hear any sounds of combat.
I'm going to be experimenting later on with the loadout and trying to figure out what my preferred secondary class is, because I like Bouncer. I like being able to summon swords. This ominous quiet, though, is about to be interrupted.
Sir, I've obtained the scout team's combat logs.
What happened?
Not exactly sure.
Well, what do we know?
I've lost vitals on all squad members that sent the distress signal. I've also lost contact with the squad approaching from the other side.
That doesn't sound good.
Number of enemies.
Unknown.
I see.
I mean, I know we need to hurry, but let's get Dozer's input here.
Let's hurry to their location.
Stop! We need to regroup. Please, return to base at once.
What? But Crawford... Understood. All right, heading back.
Not gonna be an option. Dozer's down.
What are these things?
So these are the Starless.
Wait a minute. Are they starless? I feel like I've seen them before.
The way they decease is
Is that the end?
despawn. That's the word I was looking for. The way they despawn is
Dozer!
eldritch monstrosities from beyond the stars. And now we need to go back to Central City. Tech Arts customization. Another layer to making your character your very own. Or you could min-max.
I'm so glad to see you back in one piece. Dozer's being treated right now. He'll be fine. Don't worry. He should be back in action soon.
Thank goodness. And the other Ark's defenders?
They didn't make it.
I see.
So those were Starless. Both squads were wiped out. Even Dozer barely. Well, it seems they don't plan on letting us prepare for them, do they? At the very least, now we know what kind of threat we're up against. We must advance battle preparations. Which reminds me. We didn't get to finish talking about that thing I need your help with. I want you to be a symbol for Arcs in the battles that still lie ahead of us.
A symbol. So basically they want me to be the champion of Arcs because I'm the one that felled Dark Falls.
Well, the common denominator at every decisive battle and pivotal moment has been you. And you just played a key role in defeating those Starless. You're essentially Halpha's guardian already. I'd simply like to make it official. Admittedly, your role as guardian won't be much different. You'll just keep trouncing enemies and helping people out, like you always do. But that should be enough to give us all a little bit of hope.
So pretty much just a new title.
Trust me, the title goes a long way. Of course, I know that this is no small request, but I would be truly honored if you would accept.
I won't let you down.
Thank you. It means a lot. Now,
Answer with
I
confidence.
have some work to attend to. I'll contact you about your next mission later. We still have a lot to do for that tomorrow Ina spoke of.
Alright, so now we gotta go to the Central City Monitor. This is also where concerts happen. It's
This
time to
is
get some
Central
more
Leader Crawford.
story.
I ask you to lend me your ears. I'm here today to warn you of an imminent threat. Lucille, resurgent arcs. The things we've learned about recently have no doubt come as a major shock to everyone.
Hello.
Though Dark Falls has been defeated, our war against the dolls rages
Yeah,
on.
just about time.
And now a new enemy has appeared. The Starless. We recently crossed swords with the Starless Vanguard and managed to emerge victorious. Thanks to the same brave warriors who defeated Dark Falls. Though we are faced with new unknowns, we have nothing to fear. This threat, we can overcome if we stand together and finally restore peace to Halpha. By together, I don't mean only Aelio, Ritem, Kavaris, and Stia. We will also need to work alongside our new resurgent Arcs allies. I understand that some of you may be hesitant. It's true that their actions have been the cause of much pain and suffering. But now that they've been freed from Zephyro's influence, they are our enemies no longer. They are our stalwart allies. And it's only by joining hands that we'll defeat the Starless. As one heart and one mind. Offer me your strength, and we will bring peace to Halpha.
And so we are now the symbol of Arcs. Of all of Halpha.
Please come to the Central Tower command room as soon as possible.
I'll continue the story quest as long as I am still remaining in Central. But this should be the last of it.
Thank you all for coming. Today I'd like to discuss our surveys of Halpha's various regions. Specifically, how we might better leverage them against the Dolls and the Starless.
Is there something wrong with how we're doing them?
Well, there's no problem with the intel, but our methods have been uncoordinated and frankly inefficient. Which is why I've begun the formation of a joint research team.
A fine idea. But every team needs a leader, yes? Who will that be?
That's a good question. But before I address it, I'd first like to talk about one of our research team members from Aelio.
Huh?
Manon.
You're reinstating her?
Yes, I guess you could say that. She and I discussed it, and came to an agreement.
So, does that mean she's free now?
That's right. I'll need her to give me updates, but otherwise, it's business as usual.
Awesome. Would it be alright if we helped out with her research too? The three of us should be together, right?
I'll need to check my schedule.
Unfortunately, I'll need you two to focus on your own duties.
What? But...
I'll need you to lean into your role as our guardian against the Starless. And Aina, I'll need you to look after our new trainees.
Then I'll do it. I'll lead that research team.
Glenn?
I've handed over combat command to Kanui anyway. I've got nothing but time on my hands. I'll take care of Manon too.
It would be a tremendous help.
Let me know if you get any other volunteers.
Will do. Guess I will be the only one.
Ina, we'll probably need your help occasionally. I'll be counting on you.
Glenn.
But in the meantime, just handle whatever Crawford needs you to do. You bear the weight of Ark's future on your shoulders now.
Yeah, I know.
Are we done here? We'll figure out the details once we get the team together.
Right. We'll decide the particulars of an action plan later.
She gets consolation prize. But all this does make sense, and this gives Manon a chance to be the face of the resurgence.
Manon!
Ina. And you, too.
I'm so glad we finally found you.
Yeah.
So, what's with the outfit?
Crawford gave it to me. The old one was from Resurgent Arc, so...
Gotcha.
It looks good on her.
Huh? You mean it?
I like the old one, but this one's pretty nice too.
Thank you.
Are you free right now?
Hey,
We've
Marco.
got so much to talk about.
I guess we do. But I can't right now. Glenn wants to talk to me about the new research team we're forming.
Oh, right. We volunteered to help out with that too, but he wouldn't let us.
You two have your own duties to attend to, right? It's probably best if you focus on those.
Okay. But, Manon, will you be alright by yourself?
Yeah. I guess so.
Is something on your mind?
Something on my mind?
Hey, Marco. I love you too, buddy. Yawny baby.
I'm just afraid to face everyone. What I did to the people of Helfa was absolutely unpardonable.
Don't say that. It wasn't your fault. Everyone still considers you a friend.
Even if that's true, it doesn't change what I did. I don't know if I can ever make up for it. Or what to do with all my guilt.
You don't have to do this alone.
I know. But I can't help it.
Hi.
There you are, man.
Glenn, I'm sorry. I'll get going.
You know where it is?
Yeah.
Hey, Glenn. Is she always like this lately?
I think she's still trying to feel the situation out. Some people still don't trust her, you know?
But what about all she's done for Helfa?
Keep an eye on her for
Way
us.
ahead of you on that one. Look, I have my own feelings on the matter. But I can't deny how much you three have helped. I'll take care of everything. Don't worry.
And we helped him get his revenge.
Hope she doesn't bottle everything up like she always does. I know Glenn said not to worry, but I think we should check in sometimes. I know you care about her too.
And the next one is outside of Central. So, with that, we're going to stand right here as we finish up for today. I want everyone to have a wonderful day, night, whatever it is for you. Be sure to drop by again on Monday. I know I had said yesterday that I would play more Kingdom Hearts on the Discord, and I didn't. Things got a little out of hand, all things considered. But if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe down below. And Marco says hi. Right, Marco? Marco, want to say hi to the viewers? He's giving me the eye. And once out. And I will be letting him out. But without further ado, that's it for today. Bye-bye. I don't wait until it catches up to where I am. Low bitrate is bad. Marco went to twofer. Give me that twofer. Give me that twofer. I'm a twofer. Hey, buddy. Yep, there it is.